Hi friends, uh, today I'm going to explain about the interface in Java. So, we are going to see how to define an interface, what is interface, how to define an interface, how to implement the interface, and how to extend the interface. Okay, and then um, predefined interfaces in Java. Let me list out all the predefined interfaces. I mean, few interfaces are listed out here. Runnable. Um, it is used in thread. So clonable. So just to clone an object, just to create an object, similar. Just to clone an object, clonable interface is used. Char sequence for comparable. Just to compare the text collection. It's used in collection, event listener and event listening, and iterator to iterate while when we iterate the objects in a collection. Iterator is used. List interface, and then list iterator. These are all collections. Set, sorted set, map, sorted map, map.entry, enumeration, observer. So these are all the things. Okay. Okay, fine. Let me what I'm gonna do, let me explain what is interface. Interface is um, like one interface, multiple methods, aspect of polymorphism. We just uh, uh, I mean we tell we tell the class what a class has to do, but not how it does do, how to do that. So again, let me repeat that. So we just tell the class that what it has to do. We ask a class, we tell the class that what a class has to do, but we don't tell, I mean we don't define how it does it. So it can be done in any way. All right. So uh, so what we do in interface, just uh, we create an interface using the keyword interface. I mean the access. Initially we need to specify the access, and then the interface keyword, and then the interface name. And inside the interface there can be um, constants, and then the method declaration. So with the version Java 8, it is again it got some changes. The changes are even yeah, previously, initially, when the interface would have only the method declaration, it didn't have any concrete method inside the interface. It didn't have any concrete method, I mean any method definition, wherein in the version Java 8, even the interface can have the method implementation. That is, it can have concrete methods. Alright, so the concrete methods, how we can implement how we can have the concrete methods within an interface using two keywords. They are static, they are default, and then static. All right. Fine, let me create an interface, and I will show you how it works. All right, here I'm going to create an interface. Okay, what I do, I just in this package, I just right click and new, and then you can see interface. Here I key in the interface name. It is public, modifier is public. Click on finish. Okay, here interface people PUPIL1 interface has is created. Here what we do, like um, we just create few methods here. Void you can just consider food have. I'm just declaring, just declared a method named food hab. Okay, that is food habit. Okay, and then another one more method ds hab, that is address. I mean in this interface I'm gonna create um, three methods: food, and okay. So here it can be applied like I'm just creating three methods, and then all these three methods it returns void, so it doesn't return anything. And here let me create the default method, default void log. Here I'm just out.println. See, here I have created a default method. So in Java version, I mean this in Java 8 version, it allows it allows to create a concrete method within an interface using the keyword, using the two keywords. One is default, so I have used the keyword default void log, and I have implemented this method. And one more keyword is static, so static void supreme. Here I am see, here I have created a static method which is implemented. All right, so within an interface we do have both method declaration and then method concrete methods, I mean method which are defined. Okay, so we used two keywords, one is default and static. With this we have created concrete methods within an interface. Okay, and I'm gonna create one more interface named two. I just click on finish. I have created one more interface, the interface named state2. Here I'm just creating just create three methods. I've created three methods. Even in this interface, let me create a default method. Okay, so fine. I've created two interfaces. Now I want to create alright, I have some here. I need to pass in in both the interfaces. I need to pass some object value. Alright, so let me create that object. Yeah. Okay. Here in this interface, in all the three methods, I just pass an object as an argument. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to create. I'm going to create two Pojo class. Let me create a Pojo class for this. And here, so it will have string habit. So I do have three methods. I just declare three methods here. One is food habit. I have created a Pojo class here. Plain old Java object, that is just to create the getter and setter, just to declare the instance variable, and then just to declare the variables and create the getter and setter. We make it a Pojo. So in this, the name of the Pojo is p_p people1. This I have created three methods. So okay. So what is the people1 here? What do the concept is like? Just consider it. a community or any people, any set, people is people live in an area. What are all their food habits? How do they dress? What is their dress code, normal dress code, and which language they speak? So that's so based on that, I created this interface people one, and the state interface. It is like so anyway, the area again it belongs to it comes under a state. So which the name of the state, and then how much that state is. How much state population that it contains. So how much population does it contain? The state contains, and then what is the total space of the state? So these are all the things. Based on that this concept, I have created state 2. So what I'm gonna do, like two interfaces are created, and I need to implement both the interfaces with a class. Before that, I need some data to pass in, right? So about people as well about the state, I need to pass in some data. So again, to create data, we need project class. So that's the reason I just create a project class people. It's all about the people food habit and the dress code and the language what they speak. Okay, I have created 3 variables, and now I'm gonna create the getter and setter. So right click on this, select the variables, right click on this, and then go to source. You can see generate getters and setters. So here select all and then generate. So now you can see all the getters and setters. And now let me create one more project class, p underscore state 2 here. I'm gonna create state name. I'm going to create 3 string variables. I mean string object. String, the declaration string, the variable name, state name, and then string. Just select all the 3 views and then right click, and you can see source. In that source you can see generate getters and setters. Click on that. It will give you a pop-up window where you can select all and then generate. Here you can see now it has generated the getters and setters for all the 3 variables. Okay, now I'm going to create the main method. I'm going to create a class here. That class implement both the interfaces. Okay, just let me give a class name as human read. Okay, here h. Okay, and then here you can see the superclass is java.land.object, and right, and then next you can see interfaces. There is a label interfaces, and there is a you need to click on add. So we need to add interfaces, right? So this class has to implement 2 interfaces. One is people, not the people. Here we have given interfaces name is people1. PUPIL1. So it is added. When you click, you need to type in the name of the interface, and the other interface is state 2. Just type state 2. Here you can see that it will be listed out. So select that and then click on OK. So it got added. And then make sure that you select the checkbox public static void main, because this is the class which implements both the interfaces, and it needs the main method to get executed. So click on. Now we got the thing. Initially what you need to do, like just with the Java version 8 we got concrete method within an interface, right? So default void log, and you can see the same method default void log even in another interface state 2. So that should be implemented in the class which implements the interface. If not, compilation error will occur. Okay, so let me do that. Void log. Let me override this. Okay, here I override default. Here I override the default method. So here what I do, system.out.println. Let me give it gets printed being in main method. Default log of both the interfaces is override here. Here you can give public. This is just a constructor. You can see that system.out.println side main method. So here the main method is here. So what we need to do, just we need to create an object for we do have two Pojo classes, P people and P is 2. So what are all the methods it has? For habit 3 strings. So P underscore people 1 equal to I'm just creating an object for the Pojo class P people 1. It does have variables like food habit, dress code and language that can be passed on to the people 1 interface. Okay, interface methods. So we implement those methods, so that to that method we can pass in this object. So here I am just creating PUPIL 1, then I pass in some value. Here I pass some value, food habit T_short and this Tamil. It shows another result of it. Okay. Alright, we have yet to define the constructor with arguments. So already it does have empty constructor. We need to create constructor with argument. So what we do, like here we create string a comma string b comma string c. Okay, just group habit equal to a. So here's habit equal to b, lan habit equal to c. Wait, I just create a constructor with arguments in p underscore state2 class. Okay, so here three string arguments are passed: string b, string c. Their state name equal to a, to b, state equal to c. Okay, now here dot printer. So here in the main class, in the class which implement two interfaces, that is the name of the class is read. I'm creating this. Let me create two more objects, 2 and then 3 here for just let me give for people who are in Kerala. I'm just giving some data. Okay, here roti shirt they speak Hindi, and let me create object for state 2. obj1 equal to new p underscore state 2 so in this state 2, state name, population and best area. So state name is Tamil Nadu, population is 8 crore, area is something, some numbers. Here it's 3, and it create for Kerala, then for Gujarat. Okay. I'm not sure about the numbers. What? Let me. Unreadable. Still hold on. Here I have the numbers. Right. So let me make a. Previously I noted down, but here in this program I'm just copying. Okay, fine. Now I've created the data uh, so that I can pass in this data to call all those methods which are interface. Okay, those methods are implemented within this class. I'll call all the methods. So let me create object for this read. Checked. Equal to new read. I created the object. With this object I'm gonna call obj1. Let me call the first log method, which is the default method in both the interfaces. So I'm gonna call this method. Okay. After that, let me it's been called and then system.out emoji. I'm gonna call let me call the state get sorry hold on just state oh here I need to okay here object got here in this I need to create two instance variable. One is for p underscore people one and vj means another p underscore state 2 p pg. Okay, I have created two objects so that this object state name passed in to this method, it will be converted to this particular object and then we fetch the data. Okay, so here what we do like get the data, so create state names p o b j sts equal to p underscore state 2 object. Okay, and then I'm sorry, the sn, the object reference variable is sn. Okay, and then system dot out dot println. What I do here is obj stas got gets state name. You can see the method. So here you can see the methods. What are all the methods this p underscore state2, that is the Pojo class we have created. So it does have three methods. All the three methods, okay, it does have three method data member, and we have created getters and setters. So you can see the getters here for all the three data members. So now we are going to select state name. Okay, Corporate. So similarly we have to do it for other two data members in this state p underscore state2. Here we do it for sp state population. Here we do it for area. Okay, now you can so you can create state name. Population. Here I can say state area. Space. Now for the other class, other Pojo class, which is p underscore p people1. So we need to create this. And this getter method is called, it has to respond with a message, right? So here this is the reference variable, instance reference variable for p underscore people1 Pojo class. So I'm gonna make use of it. Here let me declare equal to people1. Here I am using switch and system.out.println. Here I'm just giving habit dot get food. You can see all the here you can did you note down that when I press 1 dot, it lists out all the getter methods of p underscore people1 Pojo class. So p underscore people1 Pojo class have three data members. One is food habit, ds habit, lang habit. So all the data members does have getters and tests. So when I have created an object for this for this class p underscore people1, and when I tag in the dot suffix the Pojo class object, it lists out all the getter methods. Here I'm going to select food, okay, so that the food data is fetched during the runtime. Actually we have to do for other two data members. So that is our here we need to so dsh here just get habit copy, and here we need to select the LH and then dot language habit. Okay, we have created we have overridden all the we have overridden both the interface methods. Okay, and now I'm gonna call all those methods using the class object. So class object reference variable is mobj1. So dot, I'm gonna call the state first. So get state name, state pop, state area. State name. Inside that you need to pass in the state name is so psobj1. Okay, then obj1 state population here. obj1 and then mobj1 dot state total space, so state area selected, then psobj1. Okay, you can see obj1 habit obj1. So mobj1. So here I type in the class object dot ts habit. So I'm just calling the methods which are declared in people1 for the first interface. Whatever the methods methods that are declared in the interface. I'm just calling the methods which are declared in the first interface. That is, name of the interface is people1. Okay. Now mobj1, that is the class instance dot lang habit. So which is uij.1. Okay. Now okay, fine. Now we have created printed the data for a particular state. Now we want to do we're gonna print it for another two states. So okay, I have done for this initially for object 1, people object, and then 1. Here this program, it does have details of three states. One is Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and then Gujarat. Okay, I'm gonna call to here to here it is for 3 okay. Fine. Now I'm done with the program, so I'm gonna run this. So now we have two interfaces, and in both the interfaces we have declared the concrete method using the default and static keyword, and these two interfaces are implemented by a class named Humread. here I am just passing passing the objects. So for this passing the data, object data, so that data has been fetched and printed in the um, that data has been fetched and printed in the main class. Okay, so whatever the methods that are declared in the whatever the methods that are declared in the whatever the methods that are declared in both the interfaces are implemented in the class, and in those classes we passed in some data, and those data are fetched and printed in the outstream. Okay, fine, let me run this program. Here I'm gonna run this. Okay, you can see in the console, you can see some data. So program got executed and we got the output. So here you can see inside the main method, which is which we give it in the constructor and the default log. So we call the log we defined the log method, that is a default method. The name of the default method is log in both interfaces. So that method is overridden in the main class that we have mentioned it here, and within that so that's been overridden in the main method, and this statement it got printed from the log method of um, in the main class. Okay, in the class, fine. And then you can see the output of for particular state name Tamil Nadu, state population 8 crore, state um, total space, and then uh, 130,060 kilometers square. Food habit is South Indian. You can see food habit to t-shirt. Here I have given, okay, okay, I didn't change the okay, here here I need to change the dress code. Okay, here language used here. Okay, nothing else. Space, state population, state name, I think this fine. Okay, let me run it again. Okay, fine. Now you can see the state name Tamil Nadu, and state population 8 crore, and state total space 130,060 kilometers square. Food habit South Indian, and dress code dhoti shirt, and language used here Tamil. Similarly for the state Kerala, and then for Gujarat, you can see. Okay, I have given some data. It is not for Kerala. It does have for around 3 crore 50 lakh people. I'm not sure. Here I have given some data for Gujarat. It seems like not 8 crores. It does have some other data. Okay, I have given some data, not the exact data. Like the program, we got executed and we got the output. I believe you understand what is interface, and how to define an interface and implement and make use of it in the Java programming, as well with the latest not the latest, after the from the version Java 8 interface starts to have concrete method with the keyword default and static that we have seen here. So I believe you one more thing, like I have declared the state, right? I have declared the static void here. Let me fine, in this let me call the static friend pupil 1 dot what I do, like here you can see within the log method in the main class, I'm just calling the interface people1.print. Print is a static method in here. Okay, I'm just initially, okay, I'm gonna run this. Okay, so you can see it gets printed being an interface named people static print. This statement comes from the interface people static print within this method. All right, so you got now I believe that you got to you understood what is interface and how to make use of the default and static keyword to have concrete methods within an interface. All right, so let me catch you with other topics in the coming session. Please do subscribe to the channel, and if you like this session, kindly share it with your friends and with your colleagues. All right, or if you're doing your schooling or in college, share it with your friends. Thanks for watching. Have a nice time. Bye bye.